Woo! Big up to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One thing cold, but a penny turn red. Can't let that shit glitter in my hand, war gaming.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Hubby Homies. We are your weekly Tabletop podcast. I'm Shane, hanging out with Fox.
Ohio gozaimasu.
And of course, we've got Jetji.
In the void.
Today we are kicking back a little bit.
Just chilling.
A bit more kicked back than usual. We're going to be talking about a few different topics.
I'm slightly more reclined than normal.
Yeah, you are. I can see that. You're on maybe like a
I'm just vibing.
20-degree angle.
Nah, it's probably a bit warmer in here than that, to be honest. Yeah.
We're going to be talking about a few things in a beers and banter-esque episode.
Yeah. What do you?
Just chucking shit at the wall to see what sticks.
What do you think? What do you think?
What do you think about?
What do you think about?
Oh, you know, I'm just thinking about this beer. You're going to be here right now. Going in.
What's that? A fixie?
That's a fixie, bro.
That's what I got too.
Yeah.
I grabbed us both fixies. We're matching.
We're matching. Twinning.
Although I don't have any ink. But if I do, what's my favorite tattoo that Shane has?
What would you get? If you were to get a tattoo, what would you get?
Very tough. Very tough question. I think it would have to be it'd be Japanese probably.
Yep. Like a koi sleeve kind of thing?
I think I'd stay away from koi. I think I would try and go with like maybe some of this folklore kind of creatures.
Oh, like onis and shit?
Yeah. Yokai and surely some foxes somewhere.
Yeah,
Like on my socks. Yeah.
Nice fox socks.
Thanks, mate. Fox and socks. Fox and fox socks.
You dickhead.
Well, mate, nice socks. White.
Yeah, white.
Oh, yeah, cool. Superior race. That's classic Shane.
Excuse?
This is vintage Shane.
Far out. I'm being victimized right now.
Playing the victim. Classic white Shane.
I don't know what to say.
Speechless when it gets turned around on you. Speaking of the Crusades, what do you think about Trench Crusade?
I have deliberately steered clear of Trench Crusade.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like, oh man, like I feel like I would love it.
Interesting.
Like, I don't know. There's elements to it that I think is really cool. I'm not sure about the whole heaven versus hell kind of thing. I think it's a bit but like the trenches and some of the kit bashing stuff, it's got that sludge kind of vibe where you can sort of do what you want to your minis.
Is it a similar idea to Sludge as well? Because Sludge was like, was it World War I? No, it was Napoleonic.
Yeah.
Alternate history type thing.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a whole different world. Like I'm pretty sure from what Jack told me at CanCon, the law of the world was the same up until like World War One.
Yeah.
And then Trench Crusade is like a timeline that's split off in some kind of like Doctor Strange alternate reality or Loki or some shit, right?
Yeah. Sure,
and like someone opened a portal to hell or something.
Yeah.
You know what Jack's like? He is so invested in it and he loves it.
Yeah.
But he's just like, so fucking portal to hell, bro.
Yeah. It's all a portal to hell, bro. Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's like rolling a dart.
Yeah. I just got it because the models are sick.
Yeah. I went all in. I'm back to like $1,000, bro.
Yeah. I love Jack. Jack's one of my favorite humans that we've ever acquired.
He's the kind of human that you just like find.
Yeah.
And you're like, yep, you can come.
You're with us now. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the gist of the law that I got as well. The only thing that what's interesting? I was trying to think about why was it so successful?
Yep.
Why did it raise 3.3 million? There's nothing to me as someone who's seen a heap of different games. There's nothing special about it to me.
Honestly, it's kind of like Warhammer but more grimdark.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
To me, I don't know much, but of anything really. But I feel like it's like early Warhammer, and they didn't go softer than usual, right?
Tell us more about it, Shane.
Like things have changed a lot Warhammer started off as like a meme.
Yeah.
But they've just like kept rolling with it.
Yeah.
You know, like if you look at like the early editions, how grim and dark they actually were. They've gone away from like the, 1,000 souls killed every day just to keep the emperor alive kind of thing.
Yeah. It's because it was made, I couldn't remember, but it was created by artist Mike Francina.
Sure.
known for his work in Diablo 2, 3, 4, Path of Exile, Magic the Gathering. The game's rules were designed by the guy who made Mordheim and Warhammer Fantasy Battles.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why it's so successful.
Yeah. Sculptor James Sheriff, recognized by his contribution to something.
Everything like about it reminds me of like John Blanche.
Yeah.
It's got that really grimdark art style.
I remember there was some really key people behind it, and that drove a lot of because, you know, when you see a cool game, you want to know that it's made by someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
That adds a lot of value to it.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, it's made by these people, this artist and this game's rule guy, made Mordheim.
They need to be credible, right? Like these people,
course.
like,
Yeah. And you're right. It's got the like true OG grimdark kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think one of the biggest reasons why it's so successful is we were talking about this last week on our episode about why is Warhammer so expensive. And we talked about the hobby trumpet or the hobby funnel.
Yeah, yep.
Where everyone is all in on like Warhammer Games Workshop stuff for the years 1 through to 5 of the hobby. And then they end up niching down and sort of finding the game that suits them or something new that excites them. And they, you know, they try different paints and they try different games and they do it and they kind of go, and that has been our journey. And that a large part of our audience that has had that exact same journey. They're people that have been doing it for a little while. They're coming off of 40K and discovering all these unique games. The point of my story is it's been 5 years since COVID.
Yeah.
When the biggest influx of war gamers into 40K has ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is that year where I feel like all those people that got into Games Workshop games
Are about to dip.
Are about to find their new thing. And they've just gone through 8th edition, 9th edition, 10th has come out, the price keeps going up.
Yeah.
There's a bit of disdain there. And then this new game that aesthetically couldn't be more similar,
Yeah.
but has a new vibe on it. Has just popped up, and I think that's a big part of its influx of people too. All those people that are like, the prices are getting too high. 10th edition, here we go again, more codexes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this thing you just buy the rules and you can print miniatures or buy these other ones, and it's quite cheap, and you can. And it's the deathcore of Krieg aesthetic, one of the most popular Astra Militarum factions.
Yeah.
If it wasn't just restricted to Forge World for the last decade, 2 decades.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but to me, that's why it's also so uninteresting because it just feels like Warhammer with a slight sludge kind of twist to it.
Yeah.
Whereas for us, there's just so many other games.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Like my I say appeal to it, like, which is very, very minuscule. Like all I know about it is from what Jack's told me, and like the occasional ad I see on Facebook, or like posts someone's doing. Like Miscast is like making like a warband and stuff for it. All the YouTubers are getting into it, right?
Of course. Yeah.
But like, that's the hobby side that's so appealing.
Yeah. Making the trenches.
Yeah, one of the guys, I think it's Jeremy from Black Magic Craft, is like a whole series where he's made like all these trenches. It's all modular. It's sick. Like, his stuff is always awesome, and this is even better than usual. Yeah. But like, that is the appeal. Learning the game, I'm just like, nah. I'd probably just do all of it and then just play OPR or something with it.
Well, I think again, this is all our knowledge is from this one guy, Jack. But Jack said the rules are like 4 pages. I think the rules are quite light.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't know. We could be wrong. If we're wrong about anything on this episode, unlike last week where we only spoke in facts.
Yeah, everything was correct.
Yeah, this one is the opposite.
Yeah, if we're wrong, it's because Jack was wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of Jack's fault, actually. Yeah, led us astray there. Yeah. It's one of those games where, of course, if someone came over and was like, hey, you want to play Trench Crusade? I've got this awesome table and these weird miniatures.
You're bringing everything? All I need is my dice and a tape measure? Yeah, I'll play.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll play anything.
Yeah.
But it also seems like because you would want to go so in on the terrain, that's actually a barrier for me. Where it's like, I'd need a custom board. You can't do a trench. Oh, you can. You can't do an immersive trench on a map.
On a flat table.
Yeah. You got to have those ones that like roll up, and then it's like, why is there a hill there and we dug a trench in the hill?
Yeah.
You could just blow up the hill.
You could have dug anywhere else.
Yeah.
You dug in the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that accessibility isn't. But yeah, it does feel like it's become such a snowball. It feels like it's popular because it's popular.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I love seeing all these people that it does feel like the majority of the people that I've seen play it are those who were like, I love 40K and only 40K. Oh, Trench Crusade?
Yeah, it's kind of 40K.
Yeah. So that's interesting. But we don't know anything about it. So let us know in the comments. Are you getting it? What drew you to it? Was the aesthetic?
Yeah.
And do you fall into the group that we mentioned where it's like you're just sort of, your main game's mostly been 40K up until now. And this is your first sort of expanse really into a niche game?
Yep.
Or are you just one of those niche enthusiasts, one of them hobby butterflies like us, and this is just another game where you clicked add to cart? I'd be curious.
So to actually get the rules for the game, have you looked at it at all?
No, not at all.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, that's how uninterested I've been in it.
Yep.
That's not to say it's not the best game that's come out since Warhammer.
Could be.
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just like, yeah, the whole vibe for me. Some of the miniatures were really cool.
Yep.
I was like, I liked, there was like 2 miniatures where I was like, that's such a cool, unique design. And maybe if I saw that on a shelf for $10, I'd buy it.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah.
you're not going to like get it 3D printed or
Nah.
whatever.
I was like, I just feel like this aesthetic to me is tired. I'm tired of grimdark,
yeah.
cathedrals, trench crusades, crusades and trenches.
Well, we've because we got deep into 40K when we first got into the hobby, as most people do.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably where the tiredness came. And then we discovered the joy of all these other different systems.
Yeah.
And like how you can play, just incredible games with just sort of like vastly different miniatures, like Fjord Serpents with like Viking ships.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then
10 mil Vikings.
Yeah.
Or if you want 28 mil Vikings, well, then
for
there's
it.
Saga and
But
Blade Wrath.
to go back to that, it kind of feels like a backpedal.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe we're so away from that
Yeah.
that it's almost like the aesthetic of it is reminding us of 40K, which is why we're so uninterested, possibly.
Yep.
But I mean, as we stated many times, 40K will always be our main jam. Remember when we said that?
We said that.
Yeah.
We actually said that. We haven't played a game of 10th.
No, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. I printed out Necron cards for me and something else for you at the very start of the edition.
Like before it came out. Or
Possibly,
like,
yeah.
It was, when they released like the core rules to start with.
Yeah. I think maybe they just released all the cards that you could get
Wasn't it a leak?
online. Yeah, it was a leak, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
I can't remember, to be honest. I printed them. Yeah, I did. I printed them. I cut them out. Yeah, we played one game of 10th either before it was out or like the week that it was out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Or did I?
maybe
did
that
I-
was something different.
No, we definitely played one game of 10th.
Sure.
But yeah, it's pretty deep into it now. and
Yeah.
we've not played.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate to play it. It's just I don't want to buy a codex.
Yeah.
I don't want to invest in it.
Yeah.
I'm okay if someone's like, or if it was like $30, you get all your cards, and that with the core rule book is all you need. I wouldn't
Is
mind.
Battlescribe still a thing?
Couldn't tell you. Sure it is, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's something that we didn't talk about on last week's episode where we talked about why is Warhammer so expensive. Other games are not cheap either.
No, definitely not. Like Stormcloaks for
Here we go.
Skyrim.
How much are they?
$60.
But weren't they in the discount
They
bit?
were in the discount bin. And they were more than their recommended retail price.
That is expensive. More than your RRP is the definition of expensive.
So mad.
I couldn't tell. Well, how long ago was that? You're still bringing that up.
It was far out, like a year ago at least.
Yeah.
I don't know. When we went that time that we both went up to Gritty's joint.
Yeah,
What was on that weekend? Nothing. We just chilling.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think
Yeah.
we're just chilling. Yeah.
We went at least a year ago.
Yeah. And I think like even something like Star Wars Legion, if you're to buy it, the tricky thing is when you compare to 40K is that there's not actually a lot of games that do sci-fi at that scale.
Yeah.
And require that many miniatures.
Yeah.
So when you talk about, Infinity's way cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got 10 miniatures.
Yeah.
That's a squad of, and that 10 miniatures cost you $125. 10 Space Marines cost less than that.
Yeah.
But you just need that many more of them. But I think there's been a few people that have done it and sort of said if you played Star Wars Legion at the scale that you play 40K, it comes into being around 80% the cost.
Sure.
So it's like you're paying 20% more for a more premium product. Most people would be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
it's all the auxiliary things that add to the cost.
Yeah.
The rule book's $110.
Yeah.
The codex is now
Codexes
almost $100.
They'd be $96 each or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So that's
Updated
200
rules
there.
like mission packs, like chapter approved.
Any supplements that you might need.
Yeah.
And also just the constant, the constant movement of the rules,
Yeah.
the mental capacity, the mental cost of keeping up with it, especially if you only play once every few months,
Yeah.
like most normal humans.
I think it lost me when I can't remember which codex it was, but it was like maybe Leagues of Votan. It was like obsolete before people even had it in their hands. Like they were releasing like FAQs or erratas for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And it was like that
and it was banned in tournaments as well.
Yeah.
The week that it was out.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, they could do that. And that's a lie. I think the game lost you. I remember this. When you bought something and it had one page, was it Pariah Nexus something?
Oh yeah, it was.
This is the
It
moment
was
that
the-
changed you.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the
What
Pariah
happened?
Nexus. It was at the end of 8th edition.
Yeah.
They had those three books, Pariah Nexus, Fall of Cadia or something like that. It was all around that time, right?
Yeah.
And the Necron one was like, this is what you need. You need the Pariah Nexus book, and the front cover, it's sick. It had Illuminor, Xeras on the front.
Oh,
and that.
yeah.
And then I open up, I'm like, there's one fucking page in here.
There was one. It was actually
page.
one page, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
the part that you needed.
Yeah. And it was like Illuminor, Xeras is like sheet, like stats, and
Yeah.
then like a couple of other rules. And I'm like, that book was like $70.
Yeah.
Just like, nah.
Yeah. That was like, I think that was the last purchase I remember you making of 40K that you were excited about.
Yeah.
And you purchased it to use it in 40K.
Yeah.
And that was, what's it, whatever his name
Yeah.
is. Illuminor.
Xeras.
Yeah.
Or something.
You were like, this is going to be so cool. This will be great, my Necron army. Now, since then, you've bought 40K stuff like the Tyranids I see on your table, but it's
Yeah.
not for 40K.
Nah.
These make great alien hives
Yeah. Yeah.
or parsecs enemies.
I bought that model as well, the Illuminor, because it was one of the first characters of the Necrons to get like redone.
Yeah.
Right? So the old
Yeah.
one was dated.
Yeah.
And it's such a sweet model, but I feel like that moment like soured me so much. I still haven't painted that mini.
Yeah.
And like
wow.
he's built and he's all ready to go. He's just sitting in the box
You've
up
based
there.
him. Have you based him as well? I think you've put him on an okay base. I think.
Maybe,
Yeah,
possibly.
I thought you did.
I did a few things like
You're
that.
pretty close, but then you open that book. And you're like,
Just
I'm done.
Yeah, the snapping of the shutting of the book was echoing like
Yeah.
across town.
across time,
Yeah.
across time itself.
Yeah.
It closed, and then somehow back in the past, 16-year-old Shane got it
Like-
through his ears and was like,
like,
is that a Necron? Yeah, Fox, I'll buy some Necrons and get into 40K with you. Yeah, it's a great game. I have so many good memories about 40K, and I would play it in a heartbeat if it was just like, if the rules were just free.
Sure.
And I think like if we right now could jump on, grab an app on our phone and just play off the app with like a printout of the core rules,
Yeah.
we'd play 40K.
Mm.
Or we'd check it out. We'd suss it. We'd be like, what's the rules? But it's not that. The accessibility between you picking it up right now off the shelf and trying to get back into it, having removed, like if we play OPR now, doesn't matter if we don't play for 2 years.
Yeah.
The process is you build your list, all the
Yep.
rules are in there and updated. Like, yeah, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
definitely.
we just talked about why they don't do these things last week. So go check out that episode. But
Yeah.
that's the biggest barrier for us right now. And it's like, just like Games Workshop makes those decisions where it goes, if we're not making at least 20 grand annually from this thing,
Yeah.
we don't do it.
No.
We're the same as consumers with our time.
Yeah.
If I can't just throw it on the table and play it, and like, yeah, if I'm going to spend $20, $30 on a rule book,
Yeah.
I want it to be supporting a creator I like can get around.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
But yeah, if the accessibility is too much for us, forget about it. We'll go find something that is accessible.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
that's what I think about that.
Yep. Nice, dude.
Yeah,
How's your hobby mojo been lately?
incredible.
Yeah. I've
Just-
seen you been slapping some 15 mil shit.
Yeah, I've just been non-stop hobbying every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's only a very little amount. Like there was one morning where I just like clipped off one of the Hilk tribesmen off his sprue.
Oh, yeah.
and put him in like a tackle box.
Yep.
And didn't even like clean him up. I was like, oh, I'll get to that tomorrow. So some days are like that.
Yeah.
Some days are like I'll do the blacks of all the guns on 5 models.
Nice.
Takes 5 minutes.
Yep.
And then it's like, and that's all I get done. So, but it's adding up. Over time, it's adding up because some sessions are decent.
Yeah.
And some are small. Like, so yeah, it's just chipping away at it, and also not like trying to push it and do too much. Just going, if I only paint 5 little guns, like just a black base coat on them.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And it's a stage that's done.
Yeah.
Next time you paint, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, so I'm just sort of enjoying the process of just slaying something every day.
Yeah.
It's not even as much about like trying to get stuff done. It's just about building that habit, and that's been rewarding.
Nice, dude.
So yeah, now I look back and I've finished all the infantry. I haven't based them yet, so I guess they're not finished, but I'm waiting on bases arriving.
Yeah.
But I've painted over 100 models this year, like with the Fjord Serpent stuff and with these little, I mean, they're all small scale stuff. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Still, dude, you're getting stuff done.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I've built 16 of 24 Hill Tribesmen.
Wow, nice.
So the rest will probably get done tomorrow.
Yep.
And then I'm ready to put them on bases and push grey plastic around if someone builds theirs.
Yeah, someone should build theirs.
I mean, you only just got it.
True.
So, and you've been on shift.
Yep.
But yeah, after all that talk about like 40K and never buying it, never playing it, we just bought a big Games Workshop product.
Well, I mean, it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's different.
It is different.
It's so different. Yeah. So, yeah, you surprised me with that. It was a gift, which I can't thank you enough for.
Well, you can because you let me buy off you the Hill Tribesman.
You can just have them, dude.
Yeah. Okay,
You bought
Chief.
that box.
Yeah. It didn't feel right to like open it, take out the Hill Tribesman and be like, this is a present for you, man.
It does, but it's. I didn't have it to start with.
Yeah, I give it the take it away.
Here's this half of this box set. That's still good.
Grab it and show the people. I want to. It's a cool box.
In arm's reach. Oh, it is a cool box. Yeah, so I earned this from 1 days of manual labor.
Yeah.
We stripped out a kitchen.
We did strip out a kitchen. Far out. It wasn't an easy task.
Nah, it wasn't.
It was 2 big, heavy stone bench tops.
Yep.
But also, I think the most difficult part was that all the plumbing and electrical was still attached.
I think the worst part was not knowing if the power was connected or not.
Yeah, you're right.
And we were
That was-
playing with the PowerPoint. It's like, man, if
so
I've learned
nervous.
one thing from work, it's always check and see if it's been isolated. Because you can't just... The builder lady was there and she's like, yeah, it's all disconnected. It's fine.
Yeah.
Go for it. It's like...
And then she
I don't
left.
know. She's like, well, if anyone asks why you should be here, just tell them you're here to strip the kitchen out.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we shouldn't be here.
Yeah. And I was like, why would you say that? That's actually why we're here.
Yeah.
Why did you need to reaffirm that with us?
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it was a good day.
It was cool because it was the old house that was about to get demoed the very next day.
Yeah.
So she was actually like, you guys can have anything that you see here.
Except for that mirror.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, that's the coolest thing. Yeah.
That house was so cool, man. I can't, I mean, it's probably rude. It's why the demo on it. But, when we opened up that little cupboard in the roof,
yeah.
oh, dude, that would have been the best little, hobby cave.
This house was massive.
Oh, so big.
So, if we've lost you with our ramblings, for context, my wife saw a kitchen on Facebook Marketplace and bought it.
Yeah.
And then we went there. We hired a truck. We drove all the way to someone that was an hour away.
With Brighton?
It was Brighton.
Yeah.
From Lara to Brighton.
Yeah.
Drove there, rocked up. It's a house that's getting demoed.
Yeah.
There was almost nothing left in it. Everything had been taken out of it.
Doors were gone. Some windows were gone.
Yeah, there was it was stripped.
Yeah.
And there was just a kitchen sitting there waiting for us.
Yeah.
So we gutted this kitchen. We're pulling out cabinets and lifting these massive stone bench tops somehow. Because we needed 5 people to get it off the truck.
Yeah,
when we
but
got
the
back.
2 of us got it on the truck.
Strong. We were strong.
We were animals.
We were cavemen.
We were just like, move bench.
Wheels? No wheels. Lift. Strong. Thing in way. Smash thing.
Smash.
Yeah.
Which we did.
Yeah, we did.
The drain.
Yeah.
You were like chipping away with this chisel, which was clutch, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and then you like half it. I'm just like, kick.
Bang, yeah.
Snap the other.
I was thinking like when we were trying to get the sinks out and the like little panel was blocking the
Oh,
sinks.
that too,
So
yeah.
we knocked it off
Yeah,
there.
you just kicked them out.
And then we're like, how do we get these kickers off? And I was like, well, I got a mallet.
It's a kicker.
Yeah.
Let's give it a kick.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I would have loved to just like demo some of the
Just
stuff.
Smash it.
We could have too. We could have just put holes in it because it was all getting destroyed.
Oh. Yeah, but
should've
she knew we were
actually.
the last people there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
yeah.
just punching holes.
You know what I was thinking of? We left that house at night. We left it wide open.
There was no way to lock it. There was no back door.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you're right.
The roller door was gone.
Yeah.
One roller door was gone.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I didn't even check. We just left.
There was no gate.
We were we were out of there. Anyways, what were we talking about? Somehow.
Lord of the Rings.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So we'd actually both been talking about because we've been Oz Wargaming has been talking to us for a long time about Lord of the Rings. He's been planting this seed in us.
Oh yeah.
Because he runs events and attends events for Lord of the Rings. That's probably his main game.
Yep.
Also, check out our link in the description, which is a affiliate link for Oz Wargaming.
Yeah.
But keep your ears peeled because we got a giveaway coming from Oz Wargaming.
Oh,
soon.
nice.
Yeah, it's a $50 voucher. We just need to figure out how we're
Yep.
going to do the giveaway.
Yep.
So if you're in Australia and you want 3D printed cool
Yep.
shit,
Awesome terrain, which you can see in a battle report coming out.
soon.
It's either just come out or it's
yeah.
coming out very soon.
Yeah.
How's time work?
It's our latest Grimdark Future battle report.
Yep. Yep.
Alien Hives versus.
Yep. There's some 3D printed terrain on there.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
Matched that table perfectly.
It's so good, right?
Yeah, anyways. So the seeds have been planted, and you said if you went to CanCon and you saw a little Lord of the Rings army, you would buy it, like if it was cheap or whatever.
I bought a couple of minis.
What'd you get?
I bought an Orc Shaman,
Oh, yeah.
and then I was talking to Lundy, and I'm like, man, day one there was heaps of like Orc warriors, but they were a bit smashed up.
Oh, yeah.
I should have grabbed them. And then he's like, "Oh, here's some Orc archers." I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
"Yep,
cool.
sick. I'll take them."
Oh, I should have given you the Hill Tribes then, because they're bad guys.
it's all right.
The Rowan things in there are so cool.
They're awesome, man. I can't wait to paint them up.
Yeah, they're going to look sick. They're just begging to be slap chopped, dude.
Oh,
Begging for
begging
it.
for it.
Yeah. So yeah, now we have
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, and you know what's cool about Lord of the Rings is like, I mean, this is the newest version of the game
Yep.
that came out like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It's brand new. This is the new edition of the book, which is so similar to the previous edition, which has basically existed for 20 years. And that's what's cool about the game is like, you know, Games Workshop doesn't care as much about it
Nah.
because it's not their nest egg, so they don't touch it as much, which is everyone
It's
loves.
kind of a good thing, right?
It's like it's supported enough to get new models every other month.
Yep.
Cool. The rules stay unchanged, basically. Cool. It's like all the things that you don't like about Games Workshop don't apply in this game.
Yeah.
Even the prices of the models. You can get a pack of 24 Rohan Warriors for like $75.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, that's just objectively good.
Yeah.
So,
You lose the money if you don't buy it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And also, you don't need much to play. It is a skirmish game, which I kind of forgot about. I was always like, oh, it's a full scale Lord of the Rings.
It feels like a mass battle game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like if you just think about it, like off the top of your head, like it feels like it should be.
Yeah, yeah.
Like pushing like legions of troops around.
And I'm surprised they actually haven't. I mean, we don't know much about it, so correct us if we're wrong. But I'm surprised they haven't made a version or a rule set for that.
Yeah.
Where it's like a big unit blob of Uruk-hai.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like almost rank and flag, but like 40k
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. I'm sure there's fan rules for it, but each individual model has its own profile. You move them individually. It's
Yep.
skirmish size. You only need like, what is in there? You probably need like 40 miniatures
Yeah.
at most. So cool heroes running around.
Mm.
Yeah, it's cool. Very excited. I think everything that we like about Games Workshop stuff is in this system,
Yeah.
which is the quality of the models, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. It's just a
Tick.
big win already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rule set that isn't constantly churning and changing,
Yeah.
and cool minis.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. We'll play soon. I want to play very soon. I want to play now.
Let's do it.
I was thinking I pulled out these like old ruined buildings that you have. I'm like, they're perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could definitely fit in. But also that box comes with a 3x3 mat
Yep, and the
Awesome.
Rohan houses.
Yeah, a
Yep.
couple of things, and you could just scatter some trees around if we wanted to make it more dense.
Yeah.
And then that's ready for a battle report.
Keen.
Imagine
Very
us
keen.
doing a Games Workshop battle report.
It's wild.
It's happening.
Have we ever done one?
Oh, I don't think we have.
I don't think we have either.
Have we? Kill
Churchy?
Team, Necromancer.
Shadow War Armageddon? No, we just did an episode on that.
Yeah, we've literally never done a Games Workshop battle report.
Wow.
That's weird. I thought we were a Games Workshop only podcast.
How are the turntables?
yeah. That's interesting. Fun fact. Well, we'll change that in 2025
Yep.
for Lord of the Rings only.
Of course.
Anyway, I guess we just rambled for 30 minutes. What did we talk about?
That was fun.
What did we even talk about?
Trench Crusade.
Yeah. If you love it, good for you. I bet it's awesome. We're probably whiffing hard on it, but it's just not for us right now.
Well, not us, Jack.
Yeah. Good for you,
Anything
Jack.
we've said wrong,
yeah.
it's Jack's fault.
Yeah, we take no responsibility for anything that we say ever. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's cool. Like I will be interested to watch like battle reports and stuff when they start coming out.
Yeah. I'm
So,
keen to see
looking
the
forward to
hobby
that.
aspect that people do with it too.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll start trickling into the Discord as well as more and more people
of
get
course.
it and play
Yep.
it. And yeah. Speaking of, we got a Discord. You can find the link to that in the description of this video. You can go to hobbyhomies.com and click the Discord looking button.
Yeah, click that button and then you can join our Discord.
We have like so many different channels for all the different games. So if you play a game, think about the game you're playing right now. No, not that one. Another one. Not that one. Another one. That one.
That one.
Yeah.
There's a channel for that
There's
one.
a channel for that one. So jump on in there. But there's also War Games General where you
Yeah.
can talk about all War Games and
Like Trench Crusade.
Like Trench Crusade. That's perfect for War Games General. Make sure you keep it in there and not the Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, or the 40K channel.
Yeah. Actually, you might as well slap it in there.
Yeah. We'll just split it 50-50.
Thank you to our patrons. For as little as $2 a month, you can get early access to videos like this one right here that you're listening to now. You could have been listening to this ages ago.
Yeah, like at least 2 days earlier.
At least.
Yep.
So that's an option.
Massive shout out to the legendary MJ Moose, Fatboy, and Tom. Real one, that's you, Numa, the Goats, Burnsy, Final Dinosaur, Hockers, Gridlock, Journeyman, Matty Matt Mats.
We got the OGs, Darren M. Souls, Are You Warrior, Churchy, thanks Churchy, Rad, Ollie, Pinny, Don Juan Don, Pure Blind, Jackson V, Mini Walmart, Oz, Analog Line, Tim Smith, Chris P. Bacon, and Big Roach off the top of the dome.
You missed one.
Who?
I don't know. Probably.
No, I definitely didn't.
Okay.
Definitely didn't.
No,
Check out.
I reckon you did.
Nah, run it back. I will check after. But I definitely didn't.
No, you didn't. You got them all. You nailed it, dude.
Yeah,
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you guys next week when we talk about something really fun.
Oh, we're going to talk about...
Big up to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One thing cold, but opinions are red.